ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Wednesday. The Phoenix Suns will get the first pick in the 2018 NBA draft, and that could be good news for Bahamian DeAndre Ayton. The big man who played with Arizona Wildcats is projected to go number 1 when the draft is held on June 21st. Ayton is one of 2 international players who the Suns are eyeing for the top pick. Luka Doncic is the second. The Sacramento Kings had the second pick, so Ayton can find himself playing alongside fellow Bahamian Buddy Hield if he goes as number 2. Here's the big guy Ayton after the NBA lottery draft on Tuesday night.
There's a movement story, but we just, letting everyone know that, we're representing the 242, which is the Bahamas, and, we're coming. Not trying to say basketball is really trending in the Bahamas, but we want opportunities to be made and come to the Bahamas. We want opportunities to be more open. We want to give kids more opportunities. They don't have to come outside of the country to be what they want to be. We just want to help bring it there, give back, and just be more comfortable.
Shaquille Clare is another Bahamian making his mark on the professional basketball ranks. Clare, who plays with Pulley Basketball, a team based in Switzerland, spoke about his season where he averaged 12 points and 6 rebounds per game.
First season has been amazing, man. I had a chance to play with a lot of good guys in Switzerland, a lot of good European players. I played for a European coach. The system was a lot different, but I adjusted pretty quickly, and my first season was phenomenal.
One of the top female guards playing on the collegiate level, LaShawn Higgs, would have been a slam dunk for the women's national basketball team. This according to interim coach Wade Watson. Higgs, a starter for the Texas Lady Longhorns, is unavailable to play on the national level.
I doubt LaShawn is going to be home. That would be excellent. She is an excellent point guard. But I know for certain that she has some obligations in the United States, and she probably wouldn't be able to travel for the summer. I think she's doing some summer classes, so I doubt she'll be able to travel for the summer, but it would have been really, really good to have LaShawn come home and participate and be a part of the national team, I guess, somewhere in the future. But I know for certain that she definitely isn't going to be able to make it home.
Ruth Ann Sims posting 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists to lead the Bomber G Operators past the Cheetahs on Tuesday night. The Operators won Game 1 in the best-of-5 series in the New Providence Women's Basketball Association. Sherelle Cash chipped in with 8 points. Scoring a combined 27 points in a losing effort for the Cheaters were Chantel Roll, who posted the 14 points, and Tania Boleg netted 13 points. Now Game 2 will be played at 9 p.m. on Thursday night at the Donald Davis Gym. Up next on the sailing calendar is the Barry Tarry Regatta, and this year's hosting plans to be the biggest and best of them all.
Yeah, and right now we have our project team down in Barry Tarry, and they're going to revamp that whole dock site. We're going to create it as if it's a festival village. So when you come down there, it's not going to be the same thing that you usually see. Our guys in downtown Barry Tarry, they're revamping that whole area. DMAC is going to set up our stage. The gazebo will be full. We're going to have native dishes. You're going to have a really, really good time this time.
The women's national volleyball team getting set to play in their Caribbean qualifier. The team will head into Suriname next month. They will need to finish in the top 4 to get a nod to another regional event.
The expectations are always high. We don't want to go ahead and tip our hat to the mere fact of actually going ahead and jinxing ourselves, but the expectation is all we have. We want to do as best as we can, to be honest with you, and that's where we are at right now. So we're a young team, basically ready to go ahead and take on the Caribbean.
A new sheriff is in town, and his first goal is to revamp volleyball on the association level. Former national volleyball head coach Peter Ferguson was elected president of the New Providence Volleyball Association. He will serve with Adalbert Ingram, Roberta Hudson, and Arison Wilson as vice presidents. Christina Cunningham is the secretary.
I decided to put my name in the hat to help revitalize the sport of volleyball in the country. Well, not the country, in New Providence. And we want to work along with the management committee and see if we can get the the Constitution changed and so that we can move forward with that. And there was 2 incidents last night in the elections where the Constitution, one, didn't address an issue, and then secondly, it had something in it that was removed since 1991. So that's an example of how outdated our Constitution is. Also, we want to introduce a junior division and also reintroduce a corporate division. And we want to return our fan base to what it used to be. So we got to work with the communities and see if we can get the fan base back to what it was and reintroduce the family atmosphere where kids will be able to come to the gym and have an area for themselves outside where they'll be supervised. So there are some of the things that we're looking forward to doing, and everything that we have planned will and has to be in conjunction with the New Providence, with the management committee of the New Providence Volleyball Association.
In softball news, the Platinum Pool Sharks taking a bite out of the Hennessy Panthers, chomping down a 15-1 win. The feature game saw the CNS Hitmen pound the Chances Mighty Mitts 10-1. The Bahamas Poker Run is becoming one of the biggest charitable events in the country. The boat run is a day of fun on the sea for locals who navigate through the northern side of Exuma, including the Exuma Keys.
Poker Run is a great event. It gets people together to show off our islands and keys, mostly show the beauty of the Bahamas. It really gets people together and enjoy the beauty of the Bahamas and the nature we have. And we also give a lot to the Exuma Land and Sea Park. So it's a very charitable event. That's the main purpose of it, and we're happy to do it every time. And it couldn't be possible without our sponsors.
Some $5,000 was donated last year by the officials of the Bahamas Poker Run. The full-day event featured participants from the Bahamas as well as international guests. As mentioned, all proceeds are given to the Bahamas National Trust and the Exuma Keys Land and Sea Parks.
This year is the biggest year yet. This is the 3rd annual Poker Run, and we have 72 boats registered. And Exuma, our stops are going to be Wadrick Wells, Norman's Key, and Highburn Key. And it takes roughly 45 minutes, depending on your boat and your speed, to get to the tip of Ship Channel, which is the first key in the Exuma Keys. And from there, about another, I'd say another 40 minutes to Wadrick Wells.
That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.